Here we are, guys. We are live. Welcome to our
Hey,
Ravenscry live chat. Today we have a very special guest, Flo from NULL Positive. Welcome.
hey, Flo. Hey,
Hey,
man.
hello. Nice to be here.
Welcome,
Hey,
man. Thank you for accepting our invitation. How are you?
I'm totally fine. Thank you for inviting me. Nice to be here. It's always nice to chat with cool people. So
Very
I'm
well.
happy. I'm fine.
Yeah, you
Everything's
look
great here.
you look like the true professionist here because you are in your studio with the drums behind you, and we are at home with shit behind us. So we are.
Uh, I'm just very lucky to have my own little home studio. So I'm actually at home too. It's just deep down in the basement.
You sure?
Yeah, rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll. So, tell us if you want a little bit about your country. How is the situation back there? I think it's the same shit as over the world.
Yeah. So I'm located in Graz in Austria. We are not we are a very small country with just 8 million, sorry, people living here. Uh, but the whole virus situation is we just finished our second hard lockdown. Now everything is open again. We are not allowed to leave the house after 8 p.m.
Okay.
But during the day everything is fine. So we are able to see our relatives on Christmas. That's a very cool thing. But
Yeah.
I fear that everything will shut down again after the Christmas holidays because numbers will rise again, and
Mm.
yeah,
Of course. Yes.
same crazy thing as everywhere. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. We were discussed it about before going live, and Flo said a very true thing, and that if there wasn't the lockdown, we maybe can't meet each other. So
Exactly. Yeah.
it's a positive thing, of course.
Yeah.
And what about your band companions? Are they from Austria also, or?
Unfortunately, not. Our guitarist Bene, he's located in Graz too. I know him for ages, let's
Mhm.
say. So, but the rest of the band is located all over Germany. So we have Ellie in Berlin. Our management, our Mika is in Berlin too. Our bass player lives in Bavaria. So
Okay.
quite a distance from Berlin and quite a distance from Graz. But yeah, we are doing the same thing as we are doing at the moment. So we are keep Skyping. We are doing very much uh, distance
Hmm.
talking, distance vibing, distance writing, no distance rehearsing. That's not possible,
Yeah.
at least not with our Stone Age internet here. But no, everything is going from distance now. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we are pretty much in the same situation because Julia is very so far away from us, for example, right? Because she's from Rome.
Mm.
Yes, I mean
And
you.
yeah, and we are
I will.
doing pretty much the same thing. So live chats and Skype chats and Skype lessons and all the stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so I think we can start with our questions.
Anytime.
Let's start with a very standard one. So, when did you start playing drums and how?
I was always attracted to hit things that make noise. So as a little baby, my mom told me that I was crawling in the kitchen, stealing the pots, stealing the cooking spoons, the big ones from wood, and then I penetrated these pots so long till the cooking spoons broke. So that was, I was doing that, I think, even before I talked. This always was my way of expression, I would say. Then in the how is it called, play school, kindergarten, play school, there was a little studio right next to our kindergarten where a gospel band was rehearsing, and one of our kindergarten teachers was playing and managing this gospel band. And on a few good days in the month, he allowed us to enter the studio and carefully get in touch with some music instruments. And was very, very, very great thing from this man to say here. And I always ran to the drums. There was a drum set, and that was everything I could see. There was nothing else, just these drums. And my father, who is a guitarist, noticed this love very early. So when I was 8 years old, he had a chance to get the drum set, and we live on it was a farm. My grandparents had like pigs and everything here. Now they are gone. My parents don't. We are not farmers. We have the old farm, but no animals and nothing left, but much room. And so he got me a drum set, set it up, and just the only thing he showed me was try to cross the hands, because right hand is on the hi-hat, left hand is on the snare. Your feet will do what they do. And that was all. So, and I was constantly playing on this thing in just how I felt it, how I felt it. It was, I heard a lot of music I started to listen to specific music at a very age. I think with 4 years, I always listened to the Cranberries album with Zombie and to Joshua Tree from U2. These were my first favorite albums. And later on, there were Red Hot Chili Peppers and Rammstein.
Well, good stuff, man.
Yeah, and then I just tried to play what I'm hearing. So except there were some cool situations like Stein um Stein by Rammstein. It is, the intro beat is the most iconic drum beats in the world. It's boom, chuck, boom, 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 chuck. That's all. Yeah. And then I heard it, and whoa, that's a nice beat. I went to the drum set, got there, and then was the first very kind of cutting situation was like, I tried to play it, and what happened was the right hand was connected to the right foot. Doom. Doom, doom. Here, what is my hand doing? And all that was, I don't have a teacher who told me this. I just recognized these things by myself.
Good.
So
that's good.
I figured out a way. It was, yeah, because I figured out my own way to disconnect the right hand from the right foot. All these things, they were happening very early. And my first drum teacher, my first drum lessons, I got 11 years, I think. And I was very lucky to have technical base. So everything I learned there was more sheet music. I learned to read sheet music, which is very important for professional music, I think. And more types of expression, because my first drum teacher, Wolfgang Radl is his name. He's a bassist, mainly, a great musician in all ways, but mainly a bassist, and he just he showed me funk, he showed me some easy jazz licks, he showed me things that I haven't known at this moment. And so my musical journey started very early. But to get back to your question, I would say I really started playing drums at the age of 8 with every day.
Okay.
And yeah,
So you choose your destiny very early.
seems so, yeah.
Yeah, that's great because some musicians start with another instrument and then they realize that have to change and go to another instrument. But it's a fortune, I think, to realize that you like to hit stuff and then you become a drummer. So it's a very straightforward path,
Yeah, that's how it went. That's how it feels. Straightforward.
Yeah, and I totally get you when you are we're talking about learning from from hearing, because I have the same path. Because when I started playing guitars, I can't watch YouTube or internet, so I put my Nirvana cassettes on the stereo and try to write down the chords. And that's a lot of time, but I think it's very useful working like that, because I have developed my ear very well doing that. And these days it's too easy to find chords and tutorials on YouTube. So my students, for example, are in trouble when I ask they to try to play a song by ear.
Yeah.
Do you agree, guys?
Yeah, your training. Yeah, your training. I think it's one of the most important thing in a musician. Because we are working with sound, and we have to listening. We have to listen to other sounds around the world and try to understand them. So yeah, and I do the same thing with my students, and yeah, I'm good, but I have to improve this side. Yeah, sometimes I do some mistakes regarding some chords, for example, some intervals. So, but
Yeah,
I think it's
you are young, so you have time to.
yeah, I'm still learning. Yeah.
Okay, guys, we have already some comments for Flo, some greetings. Can you read it,
We have a
Julia?
lot of friends here.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
We have Hoon Kim. Hi, guys. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Here.
Hey.
Then we have Miguel Mendez.
Hey Miguel.
Hi. From
Hi.
Portugal.
Miguel, super nice.
Yeah.
Diana.
Tamiya Smith from the USA. Hi,
Cool.
Tanya.
Hi.
Hi, Tanya.
And then we have also Van
Hey,
Hen.
Van.
Hi.
Hey, man.
Hi Van.
How are you? Eat those problems.
Oh.
Oh, good morning, Matthew.
Hey Matthew.
Hey, Matthew. How are you, man?
Ooh, Catalonia. Moises.
Yeah.
Hello, my
Moises.
friend.
Hi, Moises.
Hello. Hello. That's great. Welcome, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Good morning.
Okay. So we were talking about when did you stop playing drums, and let's move on to the second question. That is, when did you decide to become a professional drummer, and which was the spark that brought you to this decision? But we already know about your spark. But when did you decide to become a professional drummer?
at the age of 15.
Okay, so pretty early.
Yeah, I was after preschool. I went on a economic school
Mm-hmm.
with lots of mathematics and all that stuff.
Okay.
And then I don't know how the situation in Italy is, but in Austria you can do the first 4 years. Then you're 14 or 15 years old, and then you have to decide if you go on to school and do like matura and go on to university, or if you are going into a job,
Mm-hmm.
learning a job.
Very well.
And I got to this stage and I had to do this decision, and I hated both ways. So I definitely hated it to learn shit that I'm not wanted to learn, like mathematics, chemistry, or something like this. I'm a big fan of history. I'm a big fan of philosophy and all that shit. That was great in school. I'm a big language fan. I had Latin and all that stuff. It was really great. But on the other hand, all these other things, physication, education. I mean, I love sport, but I hate football. And all we fucking did was playing football. So it just felt like a waste of time. And on the other hand, I definitely don't want to learn a job, because all I wanted to do was playing drums. And at this time, we had a very, very great opportunity here in Graz. Our um, jazz university is one of the best in Europe, and there is a let me figure out the English word. Um, there is a drum school which is called
Mm-hmm.
Studio Percussion,
Mm-hmm.
and it is half private and half part of this university.
Okay.
And with a test at the beginning where they figure out if you're good enough or not, you are able to study drums there with an age of 15. So you have
Okay.
to be 15. Yeah, and I did this. I made this test,
Okay.
and they took me, and it was like not 40 hours a week, was less, so you had enough time to learn at home. And all my dad said is, you can do this, I'll pay the school at least the half of it. That was great. All you have to do is get yourself a 1 or 2 day job a week, so do yourself a bit for the money. So that was very good. I did not quite understand it at the age of 15, but
Yeah.
now I'm looking to my 30s, and I'm really grateful for that, because
Yeah.
I see a lot of musicians, they, and I don't criticize it, it's a cool way, they got a lot of money from their parents, so nothing they had to do except of focusing on their drumming. That's a cool thing. That's not bad. There are really, really sick cracks coming out of those situations, because they are rehearsing. But I'm very glad that I always had to do a bit for my own living,
Yeah.
because now, especially in the situation with COVID, with Null Positive, we had a very, very great year last year. It was awesome. And this year there was nothing, nothing, totally
Yeah.
nothing. So if I'm just used to live from one hand, I would be very desperate now. But I'm used to be not just an artist, but mostly a surviving artist, because of my dad mainly.
Yeah.
So there are always ways, and I was very happy to do this. So I could study drums, and beside that, I'm always did something like working in a gardenery, or loading and unloading big trucks early in the morning or late at night, or something like that. And that was great. I don't know if you saw the movie 8 Mile
Yeah.
with
No.
Eminem. So
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
driving to work and listening to his beats and then his shitty work, but it drove him on because he knew I have to do this shit to do what I really want. And
Yeah.
that's my story. I was there handling trucks. Fuck, I hate this, but it's good. It's good. It's worthy. So
Yeah.
it was at the age of 15 where this decision came, and I made it. And I barely went this way straight on. Maybe I lost 1 year in the studying because of teenage. What it's called? It's like teenage
Distractions.
sins, teenage
Okay.
sins or something like that. Yeah. Maybe I was a bit boring or a bit lazy 1 year, but I started getting older and got my path again. And yeah, so I graduated
great.
this school at the age of 20, and the first thing I got after school was a job as a drum teacher on a drumming school here in Graz. And I always, from that point on, was playing as studio and session drummer for everyone who booked me. And there was... So I had a few bands here in Graz, but the first real big one was NULL POSITIV at the age of 22 or 23, I think. Yeah. Okay. So I decided to be a professional drummer at the age of 15, and I really became a professional drummer at the age of between 20 and 23.
Yeah. That's great. It's a great story, and I totally get you when we're talking about your father, and you had to earn it. So you had to earn to play drums in a way, because you had to work, and I think it's I understand. Yeah, it's I think you could appreciate more what you achieve now. You achieved it right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's great. And I think there is a funny comment from Matthew, because usually there is our drummer on Thursday morning during live chats.
He says the first drummer we have on the stream, and Simone isn't here.
Yeah, you know, he is working right now. Sorry, Matthew.
So we can do a drum check corner this morning, because we know absolutely nothing about it.
It's so nerd talk here. I'm sorry.
And he plays in a Rammstein tribute band sometimes, so it could be yeah.
So he knows the Stein issue.
Of course, very well.
It's also a huge fan, by the way. Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, speaking a little bit about your influences, so which are the albums and the bands that have influenced you the most during your musical growth? Man, can you hear us?
I hear everything. Can you hear me?
Bad. We can hear you not very well. You are like freeze like now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, connection problems.
No problem.
Okay.
Right.
Are you there?
But anyway,
okay. Meanwhile, we are waiting for.
He freezes in a very.
This happens sometimes.
Smile faces, so it's good.
It happens. Well, by the way, we have any other comments, Julia? Let me see.
Yes, we have a comment from our
Oh.
friend Arduino. Buongiorno,
Ciao,
bello.
Hey, ciao.
Buongiorno. Buongiorno. So,
Okay.
in the
Oh.
meeting. Okay. Can you hear us, man?
Hey, Flo.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm.
Okay.
Am I here
Good.
again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Perfect. Fine.
You
So
fixed it.
sorry.
Okay.
It is Stone Age. It is Stone Age internet here. I'm sorry.
No problem. No problem, man.
It's happened.
As I
Can
said,
you-
it's an old farm. We don't have fiberglass or something.
can you hear the question that I? Which are the albums and the
So
bands
which are
that
the albums?
influenced you the
Yeah.
most?
Okay. So as I said before, at the very early age, it was like Cranberries, U2, the first two albums that I ever listened to at the age of 5 or 6. Later on, there was a lot of Red Hot Chili Peppers and Rammstein. So these two bands at the age of like 10 or 11. Did you hear that? Was I froze again? Don't know.
No. I mean,
We
Okay.
can hear it.
And
Well.
perfect. And in my teenage years, I went to my first rock and metal festival at the age of 12 with my dad. He took me there, Nova Rock Festival in Nikolov. And I saw a lot of bands there that I knew at the time, like Bullet for My Valentine, Trivium. So at the age of 11, 12, something like there, I discovered metal, the real hard things. I saw Motorhead there. I saw Metallica was headlining. So I saw a lot of very cool bands that I already knew. And I discovered one new band, and that was Tool.
Okay.
wow.
So
Yeah.
Tool.
it's
Yeah.
Tool, yes. And it blew my mind. Totally. At the age of 12. So if you are on a metal festival at the age of 12, you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't eat, and
Listen to the music.
see any girls. Exactly. You don't see girls because you're 12. You
I can
stare
hear you.
because you can see. And
we can hear you, Flo.
He is freezing again. That's funny.
He's counting 3.
Man, by the way, you
1,
are
2,
freezing
3.
in a really good way.
We have
Yeah.
a fun comment from Tamiya Smith. He did not look bad when he froze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would look like an
yeah,
idiot.
thank you. Nice one. Nice one. Ah, cool. Okay. Does it work again? I hope so.
Yeah.
It seems so. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So when I got home from this festival, I bought the 10,000 Days album from Tool, and this is still the best album for me on this planet. 10,000 Days by Tool. This influenced me not because of the awesome drumming of Danny Carey. He's one of my biggest heroes. It influenced me because it felt so different. I always have a certain feeling if I'm listening to music. That's what I. If there is a good song, it attracts me not because of the guitar riffs or the drum beats. It attracts me because of the feel I get if I'm hearing it. And the feel of this Tool album was so different, so new to me. It was so much more than metal or Motorhead made me feel. And from there on was constantly for music with much amount.
We can hear you.
You can hear again,
With
man.
that much
Everything,
okay.
but
Yeah, no problem, man.
Amount.
Freeze
And
again.
later on, at the age freeze.
Okay.
No problem. Oh,
It's very convincing face.
yeah.
yeah.
Meanwhile, we're waiting
Do it.
Meanwhile, we are waiting for Flow Reconnect. Do you have any comments, Julia?
In Russian.
Oh,
Can you read
can
it?
you translate for us? Can you
Can-
translate for us? Wait. Oh, it's Ivan. Hi, Ivan.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
Okay.
welcome back.
Hi there. I just set it up a hotspot. I think this will work better. Hopefully.
Yeah, it seems so. Yes.
Yeah,
Great.
it's
Great.
working great.
Okay. So sorry for the technical
No problem.
troubles here.
No problem. It happens.
Where did we end?
Yeah,
Tool.
Tool.
Exactly.
Cool.
This was at the age of 12, and then later on at the age of 14, 15, I started to express progressive metal.
Mm.
The first band, the guitarists in my area introduced me to, they showed me Dream Theater. That hooked me very much because of his power drumming and his awesome fast licks and all that shit. We had a school band at this time, and we 15-year-old kids tried to play Dream Theater songs. Sounded pretty shitty, I guess, but it was totally fun. And
I think that when you try to play Dream Theater too early, there is two different conclusions. Or you put your instrument in the garbage and says, "Okay, fuck,"
fuck
or
off.
or you study more and more and more because
Exactly.
you want to. Okay, yes.
Exactly. That's how it is. Yeah.
Oh, for me, it
And-
was the first option, by the way. But
to study more. Okay.
no, to throw my guitar into the garbage. You know.
Oh yeah. Nah, it's a cool thing. Then I also listen to things like Opeth or what was there was so much at this time.
Mhm.
But that these years were so very technically, I would say.
Mhm.
So I was pushed by this music to go deeper into technique, to learn this polyrhythmic stuff, to learn this unregular bar stuff and all that shit. And then later on, this is the journey I'm still on, was to get back to musicality.
Yeah.
So at some point you're just rehearsing chops and sick licks and crazy techniques, and I always was, when it got to Sunday is my free day because I mostly work on Saturday, especially now because there are no shows. And in my teenage years, Sunday was like, okay, go down in the basement, play Dream Theater songs, play this and that, and it was really a workout kind of thing. And now I get up, I make myself a big cup of coffee, and I go into my garden or something outside, and enjoy the quietness. Just listen to some birds.
Yeah.
Just
Finding
enjoy.
inspiration.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And with this new way of getting into my Sunday, it's just an example. This is a new way how it feels to sit down behind the kit, because in the last years, especially in the last year, I listened to a lot of jazz.
Mhm.
I'm not a jazz drummer. I had it in the study, of course, but I don't see myself as a jazz drummer. Maybe let's take another 30 years and see what's coming. But at the time now, I love to groove. I love to get a fluid kind of thing, and but it don't always have to be metal anymore. So I don't have to sweat all the shit out of me when I'm drumming. I'm totally enjoying just to lock in a laid back pocket and go on with some
Grooves. Yeah.
Sade, or how is she pronounced? It's a good example. Her most famous song. Shit, I don't remember it. Oh,
No
Yeah.
problem.
sorry, what was it?
Smooth operator.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Exactly, Smooth Operator.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big
Yeah.
fan.
This is so good music. I love her voice. I love the feel of the band. Every time they lay down, it's on point. And this drum groove.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you wanna play it on the drums.
I'm not connected with the mixer and everything, so you just would hear. So,
Okay.
Right.
no good thing for me and not good thing for your ears. I'm sorry.
No problem.
But if you are into that groove and just go on with the bass, this is satisfaction at another level, I would say. It really feels like a bit like doing love. So it's a really great thing.
Yeah. I'm not a drummer, but I think I have the same feel when I heard Rosanna from Toto.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That groove.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hypnotizing. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
every drummer that plays differently.
Yeah, that's true. This is the shuffle miracle. So
Yeah.
everyone shuffle is really a thing of feel, and everyone feels it a bit differently. So everyone is playing it a bit differently. That's a very cool thing, because if you want to look deep down a drummer's soul, let him play a shuffle.
See, guys, drums pitching. I'm the best. Yeah. Oh, anyway,
To be a drummer.
Yeah, I had to be a drummer, of course. I used to play on boxes, yes, of course, but then I choose guitar.
Okay.
Wrong way.
Because I thought I could have more girls, but it's not true. It's definitely
you should have chosen the drums.
Yes. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the band and the history. So, how NULL Positive was born, and what are the story and the concept behind the project?
NULL Positive was born in 2015. Yeah, without me. So at the very start of the beginning, there was Ellie and our manager, and the first guitarist, who isn't playing in the band anymore. They knew each other for a long time. Management and Ellie were working together for a very long time in a couple of other genres, I would say. And it was Ellie that always said she wants to play on big stages, on big festivals, and then she got to herself to think and in which way she want to do this. And then there in her head there was, okay, I have to do metal. I want to do it hard. I want to do it raw. I want to do it honest, because for us metal is a very honest type of music. So they went to the first studio we worked with. There we met our first producer we worked with. And at this time, I was hired as a studio drummer for another project he was producing as well. So on one hand, he had NULL POSITIV. On the other hand, he had this project. And then he heard my drums, my drum playing, immediately called me and said, "Hey, man, fuck this, I need you at NULL POSITIV." That was a very, very cool thing. And this call was not just that, it was, and we are going to shoot the first music video on Lanzarote. Are you interested to join us? I was like, yeah. And yeah, that was my start of the band. And so we got together. We started vibing, and it was for me it was the perfect time at the perfect place. So I totally connected with Ellie and Mika, and we totally had the same ideas, the same ways to work. It just worked. Then we got our bassist. Just not long after that, we find our bassist, our first bassist, who is also not playing in the band anymore. And with this lineup, we started to do our first live shows in 2016. And the first year was just mainly producing the first album. So it started with an album. Yeah. And it was a very a pathfinder, I would say, the first album, because there are so many ideas and so many different kind of ways. So it feels a bit like a puzzle, but not a bad puzzle. I think it's a good puzzle, a good first puzzle. And yeah, the idea or the concept behind the project was we all want to be independent with our own music, with our own message. We don't really want to just make money in terms of that you are selling your soul, selling your music, selling your ideas. So for us, it's the important thing to be honest with ourselves, be honest with our music, and be honest to our fans and to the world with that, what we bring. So I don't want to bring something unreal to the world, because the world really don't need more unreal shit. We have enough of this around. So that is the concept and the idea behind it. Yeah, expression with music and bring positive things.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Even if it's called NULL POSITIV, it's just it's the blood type, not the.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to asking you about the name, but you just explained.
Yeah, it's because of the blood type, because I think, isn't it the most common blood type? It connects the most people on the world, is null positive.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's interesting.
we have it in our blood.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
a very good concept. Yes.
Yeah.
Did you know this thing, guys?
Uh,
Blood.
about about blood. I don't know, but I have a particular blood type, so I can
So?
share my blood, but
You
I
can't
can
let.
receive only the same blood
Yeah.
type. So I don't. Yeah,
You're a hero,
Okay.
man.
that's
You're a
why
hero,
I'm
man.
so pale, by the way. That's why I'm so pale, by the way. So yeah,
You will
because
save us all.
yeah, I can save you,
And
but I can't
what's the?
save me. No,
Yeah,
I can save you.
that's a pity. But
No,
someone has to sacrifice
yeah, that's me.
You're the
for the
messiah.
world. Yes.
That's
Anyway,
me.
what's what about the songwriting? What's the songwriting process of the band, and how do you usually come up with your ideas?
This process changed so often. Uh, at first, the first mainly process was writing in the studio with our producer. Mainly Ellie and him started the first things. Then in the second album, we had like, so I was influenced. I was able to write my own drum parts from the start to the very end. And in the last album, we changed everything completely because we split it up with Sony. The first two albums were under Sony.
Mm-hmm.
Then we split it up after the contract went out, and
Mhm.
we took that chance to try an album completely on our own. So
Okay.
the last one, Independence, that's why it's called Independence, was so Ellie is, and it's sick how creative she is. It's sick how many ideas and pictures and melodies and texts and everything she has on her mind. It's too much sometimes, I think, because if she let it go, it's just and you're there like, okay, that thing, okay, that thing, okay, that thing, and so she gave a lot of inspiration, not only sparks but fire into this album. And our guitarist Bene, our new guitarist, who is from Graz as well, he was introduced into the writing process for the very first time at this album, and he and Ellie connected at a very special way, I would say. So for for a month there was nothing for both of them but them. It was really, it's more than brother and sister.
Okay.
It's deeper than brother and sister were, I think,
Mhm.
with highs and depths. So very emotionally, and but the result is awesome. It's except that exact that emotion that came in. Um, we had, or especially Ellie had, a few very hard things to go through the last years,
Mm-hmm.
and very much of this she put in this album, and you can
Okay.
feel this. So they came up with awesome ideas, with awesome licks, with awesome song structures. In some cases with awesome songs just there. But and yeah, the next thing was I took this and laid my drums down that under that, and this often inspires my bandmates to change things afterwards.
Yeah,
Shit, yeah, we can make this hit, or go the bass line has to go more like this groove or something like that. Then when it comes to breakdowns or all that technical stuff, I like to use what I learned 10 years ago with the Dream Theater shit. So this inspires the band as well. Yeah, that was the process for the last album. Then we went to Pitchback Studios in Berlin, and they did a little bit of post-pro with some synthesizers or new ideas they gave us, but it was really just a very, very last touch.
Okay.
And at this point, our bassist Manu was the newest band member, so he was not really into the writing process, just into the recording. He recorded the whole album. He did a very great job, but it was his decision to be a bit quieter in the first time he enters the band directly into an album production. This changes now, of course, because of the situation. We are looking forward to do a new album, like everyone, I think. And this time we try new ways. So Bene, our guitarist, just delivered a few riffs or a few ideas. I laid my drums under that, and when the guitar riff ends, I don't end. I go on with that, what I'm feeling at this moment. Send this back to Bene, and he just looks what is coming out if he feels the same.
Okay.
And on the other hand, I do the same thing with Manu, with our bassist, who is writing at his own for the first time, because he got some new ideas and new inspirations from us. So I'm very, very, very excited what's happening next. I can't really tell you what the songwriting process is going to be on this album. It just forms. But I would say that's it. So we try not to do the same thing over and over again, because if you use the same concepts, it will sound the same at the end. Or you have many bands, Dream Theater included, there was a point where everything sounded the same.
Yes.
So we try to always do new concepts, always listen to new music. So for the last album, the mainly inspiration was very hard chant albums, like Architects, like all that kind of stuff. And for this album now, I only can talk for me now. In the last year, I listened so much to Sleep Token. I don't know if you know Sleep Token.
Yeah.
Holy mother, that album. Wow. Then Carnival, the Australian band. I love them very much. I listened to them years ago and got back to the Sound Awake album now, which really inspires me on a new kind of level, because I change my view to music, as I said before, constantly. I listen a lot to jazz, as I said before. So I have to look now how the album is called. Bill Frisell. I don't know if you know Bill Frisell. He's a jazz guitarist, a jazz legend, because he influenced so many jazz musicians. Valentine. Okay. The album is called Valentine. It is released in 2020. If you are not into jazz, I would recommend you this album anyways, because it's not just about jazz, it's about his guitar playing. He tells stories with his guitar playing. This is incredible. My dad gave this album to me and said, "Son, listen to that." So
thanks for your suggestion.
Yeah,
we definitely check it out.
Do it. And so this is a whole new level of inspiration for the new album. So that's why I say I'm very excited what's going to happen. It
We
won't be a
understand.
jazz album. No worries, no jazz album. But let's see how it influences the metal. Hmm?
Yeah. Okay.
I have a suggestion for you, Flo. I don't know if
Yeah.
you know the Intersphere band.
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope.
You have to check it because they are great. And I think they are from Austria
There.
as well. Yeah, I think so. And also another band. It's their name is Ocean Size. I don't know if you know them.
Ocean Size.
Yeah, Ocean Size.
I know the ocean. I know Ocean 8 Alaska. The ocean.
Okay.
Is one,
yeah. I know
is one
also
of the
that,
best
but
releases.
this is Ocean Size, and
Okay, perfect.
they are a sort of prog rock metal band.
Okay.
So I think you enjoy it. Yeah.
Perfect.
And
So
the Interspheres,
Interspheres with
Intersphere.
S.
Let me.
Perfect.
I'm.
So perfect. I always. Thank you. I always have to write down things immediately because of drummer's brain.
Yeah, because of the scenes you you did in your youth.
Exactly. Maybe it's that. Yeah. But that okay.
Anyway, when you were talking about the different process of songwriting, it's pretty much the same for our band because every album was different in terms of songwriting. So the first was like a puzzle, like you said. So different ideas we tried to put together, and the next one was about being in the studio and play and improvise and see what's going on. And the third one was a concept album, so we had to write a story and try to put the emotions on music. So it's I totally get you. It's every time is a different process. Anyway, it will sound the same, like you said.
And now, what are your ideas to handle this social distancing virus situation in terms of songwriting? How does this affect your band?
Yeah, we released our yeah. Go on, Fred, if you want.
No. You can go on.
We released our last album in the spring, but we never had the chance to play it live, unfortunately. But we chose to release anyway because of the situation, because we want the music to go on and people to listen to new music. And right now we start writing again new music and see what's going on. We just exchange ideas and see what's going on. It's we are in the very first time of the composition, so ideas, and see what's going on.
Sure. Nice. Yeah.
But that's so different for the last albums. It's not so different for us because I'm far from them. So anyway, my ideas are always sent by the internet.
Yeah, we are. The music that we are writing right now, it's a little bit different from from before, but we want we don't spoil and anything, so
yeah,
it's a little bit different.
What are you saying?
I can say that it's different, like all of our albums. So the first album was different from the second. The third was different for the second. you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will see soon, I think. I hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a reflection. I think that every artist thinks that each his work is different from each other's.
Mhm.
Mhm.
What do you think about it? But
Uh,
if but if you listen to some works by an artist, you can um, you can listen to something that is the same as
Yeah, you can recognize
the
the same
characteristic, is a
artist.
peculiar characteristic of that artist,
yeah.
even if he wants to do something different.
I think it's like there is a specific amount of individuality you can't hide yourself from.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So everything you do will have your fingerprint because it's your fingers
yeah,
doing it. So that's true. That's true. It may be the challenge to do something new that is really new. Yeah, but I'm sure Null Positive as well has um, some elements or some tiny little extras. They
yeah,
are continually are there because I don't know. I have my prepared way of playing fills. Bine has his prepared way to playing solos, and Ellie has her prepared way to scream or to growl or something. And
Hmm.
maybe it's good to do something new, but it's also good to stick to your roots and to your personality. So
Yeah,
it would be the best thing to do something new in your own way. Huh.
yeah, that's the
it's
perfect
it's
way. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's kind of getting philosophical here. So let's end here, but that's what I would say. Yeah.
I totally agree.
great. Yes, and what about uh, a thing that we miss so much right now? Live performance. Do you remember your first live performance with Null Positive? And what was your best live performance ever?
Uh, the first gig with Null Positive was
Mhm.
on Ellie's birthday. It was a very
Wow.
special day. Yeah? It was not planned. It just happened. Um, we have a very, very great manager, and he managed us to a very good and big show for our first gig. So it was not just family and friends. Absolutely not. It was a big hall, and we were nervous as hell. I can tell you, my knees were shaking. Everything was like, okay, the first big gig, the first really big stage, the first really high technique on stage with in-ear monitors and metronomes and um, backing tracks coming from something like electronical effects and
Hmm.
programmed light
Mhm.
show, and this was a big start. So it was just jumping into the water from 0 to 100. But it was an awesome experience. So
Mhm.
the first one or two songs felt very, very strange because of all that adrenaline and all that nervousness at the moment. Um, but then it felt like, you know, the sun was rising. All of a
Mhm.
sudden, you had that feeling of, okay, we are doing this now. We are into it. It's working. Everything is working. Just enjoy it. Just let's play that show. So we played that show, and we finished it. I threw my sticks into the crowd. I could not resist. It was just this awesome adrenaline moment.
Yeah, that's a
And then
little. It's a dream for a drummer, you know?
It is absolutely.
It's a
For now I get pictures on Instagram of fans. I was able to catch your stick, and I'm like, oh my god, it's just wood. But I'm so grateful and so thankful for things like that. This is so sweet. But at this specific night, we went down the stage, got backstage, and I'm truly sure when we entered backstage, we were screaming louder than the whole crowd outside. Because just whoa, we did it! Whoa! It was, oh my god. So very, very special. But surely not the best live performance. This is so hard to tell. So I love playing live. I love doing studio work. I love to create music and being creative, but it's kind of like I'm able to release the animal only on stage.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
In the studio, you have to get yourself a very controlled atmosphere. Live, the big PA will hide up to 3 milliseconds of flames, so you can do some more show, some more feeling, some more expression.
Yeah, you can really express yourself at 100%. You know?
Yeah, and I love to give energy to a crowd, and then the crowd gives the energy back. This is such an amazing thing of acting with humans. It's a great thing. And the best live, we did an awesome Europe tour in 2018 with Firion as headline band.
Wow.
We were supporting them, and this 9 weeks.
Wow.
9 weeks in the nightliner, and we played 6 evenings a week with 1 day off.
Wow.
So it was like, I think 63 or 65 or 68, something like this shows in 9 weeks. It was at the end it felt like war, really, because this was you have these big shows.
Imagine.
With Farian, it was very big shows, so you have this adrenaline rush every evening, and then at the morning you have this adrenaline hangover every evening, because constantly this is like going this. So after 4 or 5 weeks, the whole crew, the whole band, everything on this crew was, we all went a bit of crazy. We all went a bit of animalic, I would say, but we loved each other. We had a very big family. We had a very big, good team. Everyone was able to catch the other up. If one was going down, catch them up again. And it was like survive the day to get the adrenaline at the evening, so we can party at night to survive the next day. And this whole thing changed the life experience in a way that nothing else can, I think, because at the last 3 weeks, every night it really felt like you are in a war and you have to fight your day through to win this show, to win the energy you get back from the crowd, because on this point you needed that energy to survive. It was
great.
The rawest musical experience. And we were the not the opening band, but the support band. Okay. So we had very, very small backstages. We had no warm water left at very, very many evenings. So it was not like the luxury way of touring. But we had the nightliner. And for me, I think it is a good a good test if you really want to do this, because
That's true.
no matter
Yes.
no matter how shitty the situation was, how cold the situation was, it was just the best thing to be in that nightliner with my guys, with the crew, with the other band, to lay down in this driving vehicle at night, knowing I just did what I love, I just did what I want to do, and I can get up next day and do it again. That was the best life experience, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
Agree with
that's
you.
great, man. That's great, man. Yes.
the road love.
Yeah, we did that tour in 2018. It was pretty much the same situation because we had the nightliner, but we were the opening band for Angra and Operation Mindcrime, and it was a 3 weeks, 21 days, 22 days of tour, and that was the first time for us living the true life, you know, with the nightliner and other stuff, and it was really a great life experiences, not only music experience but a life experience, of course.
I don't know if your
And
situation. Sorry, no, go on.
yeah.
I don't know how your situation was, but a big thing for us on this tour were the changeovers, because there were planned were 10 to 15 minutes of changeover, which is nothing if you have to change a whole stage.
Yeah.
And in reality, we mostly had like 8 to 7 minutes, because there was something went wrong, the other band plays a bit longer, something like that. And at the start of the tour, that was terrific, because every single second you lose at the changeover, you're not able to play at your set, because the band after you, they will just turn you off, because the main band is going to start on point.
Yes.
That's tour life, you know that. At the end of the tour, this was part of this war. We were such a good team. Every single finger of the whole band and the whole crew was coordinated, and we didn't need 7 minutes. We set it up in 5. We had 2 minutes to chill before the show, because every single step was totally clear. So it brought us so much and so close together. I don't know how many times we had to share the shower, and I don't mean in a row. Because of time and all the things. So we love each other now at a very, very special level, I would say.
Yeah, I understand.
So,
it's like a big family.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, what are the plans for you and NULL Positive in the future?
And this is a bit complicated now. If this virus situation would not be that awful, we would. So as I said, 2019 was an awesome year, and 2020 would have been much more awesome, because there were so many headline bookings, there were so many really good late spots at big festivals for us. We had a Russia headline tour booked. So yeah, and then in the first half of this year, it was like, okay, we have to cancel it, but we do it in 2021.
To postpone this.
Now in the second half of this year, it's like, okay, we cancel it. We don't know if we can do it and when we can do it. So first change of plans was, okay, we are not going to play the shows now. We are going to play the shows next year and try to get some new music on or something like that. Now that it is a bit more clear that this is my thought, I'm fearing that 2021 will not be the solution year for Corona. This thing will, from now on, will be with us like the flu, and humanity showed us that we are not far enough in our evolution to handle this within seconds. The whole world has, in my opinion, has to get closer to work better together, to work faster together, to speak more honestly together. There we are again. And but because all of this is not happening or happening very slowly, I fear this if there is a final solution that really will end all this shit, will take some time or a bit more time than 2021. I hope for the best. I really would love to play live again as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But for now, I can say we are we are. So Ellie is constantly working on online output. So we do our music videos by ourselves. We had earlier on this year, we had one chance where Bene and myself were able to drive to Germany with like this amount of papers our manager got us with signings and whatever, and so we could cross the border and do 2 video shoots. And Ellie is cutting these videos, she's editing these videos, she is doing all the video work as well, and she's doing such a great job. The last video we just released, it's Deine Haut. If you want to see it, it's on YouTube and all the social media stuff. Yeah, it was really great to feel the other guys and the working process as a band on that level again. But since that, we are not allowed to do this anymore, so we are not able to shoot any more videos. We had 2 videos where me and Bene was shooting here in my basement studio, sent the files to Germany, and Ellie was cutting all together. So this is working as well, but it is working good for performance, for raw performance videos. If you need any artistic pictures or something like that, it's not possible to do it that way. At least not for us at the moment. Maybe we find some ways in the future. But now Ellie is cutting live material we collected over the last years to get some live stuff out on YouTube and such things. The new album is a plan for sure. But I think for the whole music industry, it is now time to figure out how we will evolve, because we have to. If we are just sitting here and say, I was used that my booking agency is making my gigs, and I was used to that the management is going to do that, and social media is going to do that. Everything is changing now. The whole world changes. It's on us. It's on every single human in which direction it changes. And this is what we have to figure out right now.
Yeah, you already did your final speech in a way.
Yeah. Not almost, but a bit. Yeah. Let's go to that. That's, I can say it's to final speech. I think it's really, really important right now that every single individual on this planet to ask the right questions now, and don't ask the questions to the media, don't ask the questions to God or something else, except he is giving you real clear answers. If this is the case, please do it. I would say the best thing is ask these questions to yourself.
Yeah.
be honest to yourself. No one is honest to himself or herself anymore. And that's why everyone isn't honest to the world. Not because they don't want to be honest, they can't. They are not able to, because of society, because of social media telling you how you have to be, how you have to feel, how your love life have to look like, and all this shit. This is fake. All this is fake. Go back to yourself, feel yourself again, ask yourself the right questions. Who am I? Who is it that I want to be? What is it that I want to give to the world, and what is it what I want to earn from the world? And then just go for it. Just go for it. Don't stay at home, please. If you are in a lockdown, stay at home. My goodness, I don't want to express to revolutionize here or something, but don't be depressive. Don't just lay in your bed. Connect with people like we are doing. It's a great thing what you guys are doing here. You invented me. Now we are talk here. Now we can share our thoughts here. We have very, very nice guests I see here in the comment section. We can share our thoughts with them. This is great. This is what we have to do now. And please spread positivity. Don't spread negativity. Don't spread fake shit or something. We have enough of this. Life is hard. Life is pain. But this is okay. This is okay. Humanity did this for over 1,000 years. We will go on with that. And it's to end the circle. It's always our decision. It's always our decision to stay in the dark or go on into the light. It's always our decision.
Wow, great, man. It's very, very good message and very great words. Thank you for sharing with us and our fans. And
thank you for giving me the chance to.
I had nothing to add to your speech. Really, you did a great speech. Great words. So, guys, listen again what Flo said, because it's the truth. We totally agree with the man. Really.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
I think we missed some comments, right, Julia?
Yes, we have. Sorry, our friend from Russia says, "Hi guys, the beautiful Julia. Thank you. My compliments. Thank you. So good to see you all. Good vibes.
Good vibes. Good vibes.
Good vibes.
Hey. Yeah.
Then we have Habib Hula. Hi dear.
Hi Habib.
Hi.
And then we have Ibrahim Del Carme. Hi guys.
Hey,
sorry.
Hey, Ibrahim.
Nice for joining us.
For being part. Thank you guys.
Okay. It's a little bit sad to come back to questions, because you said a really great thing before, and I don't want to interrupt the vibes, but we have to go on with the last questions. So, do you have any side projects besides NULL Positive?
Not at the moment because of Corona. I'm still working as a session and studio drummer. So if anyone wants to have me on their record, because on their live concert it's not possible. It's not possible now. Yeah. So I had a fix job in a band here from Graz, which is called Suncrust. So, but mainly for live reasons, I recorded an EP for them, and then mainly supported them live. But no more live shows, no more support. And in the last years, I was very busy with NULL Positive, so I don't had that much time to go on other gigs. One thing I really enjoyed was playing with Tokyo, not Tokyo Hotel. It's a band. It's called Tokyo. They are from the 70s and 80s and they were very big at this time. And their origin drummer wasn't able to play a show in summer last year, and this show was in the Olympic Hall in Munich.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
We played support for Richie Blackmore.
Wow.
Yeah, that was awesome because the Olympic Hall was mainly sold out. So there were like 10,000 people or something. And yeah, one of the biggest stages I played so far. And it was really honor for me as a young guy to play with these legends. So the bassist from Tokyo is he plays bass at Udo Lindenberg, for instance. Or so these are really big cracks, and it honored me that
Wow.
that they picked me. That was really cool. Yeah. And so this kind of side projects, just if someone needs me,
Okay.
I'll be here, I'll be there.
So
That's the thing. Yeah.
So if you want to check out all the FLO contacts, it's down below, guys, and you will see also on Facebook on the post. You will find it. So Facebook and Instagram,
Perfect. Thank you very
YouTube,
much.
and all that kind of stuff, and also
Yeah.
all the contacts for NULL POSITIV. So
Perfect.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube,
Yep.
etc., etc. So check it out, guys.
Yeah.
Give the guys all your support.
yes.
Thank you.
And we are now
Welcome.
at a point that usually our chat becomes very funny or stupid, you know, when we start talking about hobbies and all the stuff besides music. So what are your hobbies and interests?
I'm a big nature guy, so I love to be out in the nature. Best thing is to hike up a mountain for me. Beside music, this is the best way I can get my head clear. I can sort my thoughts, my feelings. I can reflect what's happened. So
Kind of meditation. Yeah.
exactly. So we in Austria are very lucky to have the Alps right in front of us. So it was like it was before the virus. It was like a ritual. Every tour I've ended, I got home, stayed at home for 1 or 2 days, and then drove into the mountains for like 3, 4, 5 days, just to come back to myself again. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but if you are coming back from a tour, this is the first days are really strange. Everything feels really strange because you're used to have this day sheet, and on the day sheet it says there's breakfast, there is sound check, there is this interview time, stage time, and then you get home, get up in the morning, and like, oh shit, what I'm going to do now? There is no day sheet.
Yeah, same thing for me. Yeah.
So it helps me to go into the nature to get back to myself. And besides that, I love gardening. So we have a big garden that's on the farm. We do everything on ourselves, like salad, tomatoes, pickles, and all that. We grow that by ourselves. That's a very kind of meditating thing too. And since December last year, I am building a house.
Wow! All by yourself?
And all that we can do by ourselves, we do by ourselves. Mainly my dad and me. And for everything we are not experienced enough, we get us some help, like for heating, gas and water, installation things and all that stuff. I don't want to blow myself up, so I don't handle any gas things or something like that. But on this farm that we have, there was this stall where the pigs lived 20 or 30 years ago, and we are restore that stall and rebuilding it to a home house. That was our thing. We used this lockdown, and I used the situation that forced me to stay at home. So yeah, it's not kind of a hobby. I would never do it again if I don't have to, because it's not the funniest work to and do all that. And you are dirty all the time, and your eyes are it's just not the best work, but it pays off because you're building your home.
Of course.
This is a whole new experience to go from a one room apartment to a house. This is very, very cool. So
when you will finish, send us a pic of your home.
Yeah, I'll do. It's so I have a living room is finished, the toilet and the bathroom is almost finished. It's usable, but not quite finished. It's going from step to step. So all the time I would spend with hobbies, I spend there at the moment.
Okay. That's great. And so you don't have time to watch, I don't know, TV series or movies or something like that.
I have a TV, but I'm not able to look at how is it called? The programs that you get from satellite or something.
Okay.
I don't have the shit. I'm like to watch documentaries. I have Netflix and Amazon Prime because there are such nice documentaries and shit. Rick and Morty. So I'm a big fan of, if I want just to relax the head, I'm a big fan of sitcoms like Rick and Morty or Family Guy, American Dad, all that stuff. I love that kind of humor. It helps me. It really helps me to see all cool things in this world, because there is so much sick shit, and the first thing you have to do with something you can't get over is to accept it. So you have to accept that there isn't only good in the world, and if you can accept this, and if you are okay with that, you can try to get it in some ways. You can live with it. I don't mean you should laugh about awful things just to laugh about them, but just try not to cry about them, because it helps no one either. That's and this kind of humor that Family Guy or Rick and Morty or all these genius writers deliver to us, I think that's a good way to see all this not so cool shit.
We are all big fan of Family Guy and Rick and Morty. Yes.
Yeah, I talked to.
I'm fine too.
Perfect.
Okay, man. We are near to the end. So usually we ask to our guests to do a final speech, but you already said very big words. But if you want to add anything, now it's your moment.
Open your eyes.
You can also say no.
This is another thing I would recommend to people is open your eyes. So many people feel alone. Many people feel depressed because of not this. They have their reasons, and this is bad. But everything that makes you feel sad makes your world go smaller and smaller. And everything you have to do to make it big again is open up your eyes. Open up the window, look at some birds, look at some nice things, and just let them go into your heart, go into your soul. It's not always bad, not everything is bad. So that's what I said at the very beginning. We have this awkward virus situation. People are dying, people are suffering, businesses are suffering, music is suffering, but we got together. And I think that's a great thing. So always focus on the positive and open your eyes.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Guys, open your eyes, like Flo said.
Yeah.
And another time, check it out. All the links about Flo and the Null Positive, they are great. So support the guys. And thanks again for being with us, man.
Thank you for inviting me.
Guys, remember to subscribe also our channel if you want to be updated to the next live chats and meet great people like Flo. Remember also to check it out our new playlist, Ravenscry live chat guests, when you will find all the music from the band that we host here, like Null Positive and all the other bands. And that's it. Am I miss something, guys, or I have said all?
No, it's you were a good host today.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You did a great job, man.
I felt very comfortable here. So
that's important.
Good.
Thank you.
The most important thing.
Okay, thanks again, Flo. Thanks again, guys, for being with us. And see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.